Hiya folks, I've just been doing some stuff in workshop. I've just altered my drill press table. This is not how to, this is a lot of thoughts and what I've just done with this. And Paul Life in Thailand has got an affiliate link for Amazon, so if you're buying stuff for Christmas, use his link. The money he makes from that he uses to give to poor people in Thailand to help them out. Now, I don't make much, but a little bit of money for those people go a long way, so please do that. And as I've just been messing about with little boxes, here's a little clip from what me and kids were playing last night as well. Don't forget, thumbs up, thumbs down. It's nice to be nice.
Little boxes on a hillside, little boxes made of ticky-tacky, little boxes, little boxes, little boxes, all the same. There's a green one and a pink one, blue one and a yellow one, and they're all made out of ticky-tacky, and they all look just the same.
So guys, I've got to get on with it here. I've made an executive decision. Before I start building anything, I'm going to see what I can do with that drill press first. It's going to be high anyway, and that's always going to be high. I know a lot of these guys put these flip tops and they put two tools on it, which is good, but there's always a tool on top. I'm working in limited space here, so what my thoughts are is to get rid of these or have that mobile, just for the single fact that if I've got anything long to drill, I can't drill it there, I have to move it anyway. So I'd like to make that a little bit smaller and still have the drill on it, but that on wheels. And when I build all the units, that table won't be there anymore, that won't be here, and this won't be here. So what I'll have is my other stuff with flip tops, which will have a tool or a flat top, same level as workbench or slightly lower than so, whatever, just so that then I would still have building space, because that's the main problem in here. Well, it's not a huge problem, but it would be so much easier if everything were flat, and then I'd only have the drill, the bandsaw, and I might do something for the belt sander, because I like the belt sander and it's not perfect there, as you can see. I still haven't done anything with that, but when I do all the units, everything that's under there will go under that table. There's no problem. So I'll have a router table, I'll be able to flip my chop saw out, and I'll also be able to flip the planer out, rather than, because it's a fight to get that out, I have to turn that table around. But anyway, I've gone on too long. Right, that's that empty. A couple of battery drills here, which batteries have gone on. I was tempted to try and put a wire on them, you know, 18 volts and a 24 volt. But I think they might end up going to the place where stuff goes. Sorry if you can't see. I've emptied this, but I don't know whether you can see that. This was a baby changer. It's only actually that wide. So my plan, the plan is not to lose any storage, because I've still got stuff that I need to store. But what I'll probably end up doing is cutting it down and mounting the side that I've cut off on the other side. So I've got drawers on one side, cupboard on the other side. Then I'll make this top smaller. I've got to lower it in height by 17.5 centimetres, so that when the wheels are on it, it's still no higher than my workbench. I don't mind, that height's okay, I can see above drill. Got to take these wings off, but that's the plan, because then I'll be able to move it, it'll be right height, and like I said, the main thing is actually moving it, just because I can't cut anything long. Whereas if I can roll it out into the middle of the floor here, I can drill, not cut, I can drill full length, whereas I still have to move drill to another table to drill anything that's longer than that, if you know what I mean. Just pull top off, cut one side off, and I cut this off. Just a quick note, should be a straight edge here, measured from my blade. That's from my blade, it's 28mm, so it just keeps it nice and straight. I mean, cuts aren't going to be fantastic on this stuff, it's shit, but it's only to serve a purpose. I've either got to pay for it to throw in an escape, and pay for the material to build something that is more useful, so that's why I'm going in this direction. I've cut that down. This will go like that. It's a little bit floppy at the moment. That will go like that, so I'll have door on the outside there, I'll have drawers on the other side, so I've lost very little space, just that height. I just found that. You can tell this is not real proper joinery, carpentry. All I'm going to do is cut a piece to the size of that, and that will go on that side, and then we will look, I'll cut it down, put it together, and then we'll just have to look at joining these two somehow, and then putting top back on. I've got to build that side up. But all this has got to do is, like I say, hold me me drill press, and my drill press will run that way on it, so it draws and things will be on either side. So as you can see, it's all high class carpentry. Put it together. I'm going to put wheels on it. It's a bit bottom, a little bit front, and that'll do the back. But it's solid and it will do the job. Right then, I've spun this top. I'm going to leave that side on because that'll go against back wall, and because that draw set is freestanding, that'll go against back wall. I'm going to cut this front edge off. The piece that I took off the back, I'm going to put down front just to face that up because that's going to be ugly. It's all ugly, but it's so much smaller now and it'll do exactly the same job. Hide that off, fit this, put the door back on, get all that stuff back in it, and I've created myself such much more space. It's ugly, but it's practical. And like I said before, if I'd have made something, I would have had to buy everything to make it anew, and this I would have still had to pay to get rid of, i.e. in the escape or taking it to dump, because we all get. So that's done. That's the top. It rolls around. I just got slightly distracted as I was putting stuff in. I will say one thing, I didn't calculate for that door. It doesn't quite shut inside. That should have been further back. I'm not going to let that bother me. I could just nip a centimetre off the end of the door, you know what I mean? Centimetre, half inch, so that might happen at some point. It's not hard to take door off, but it's not going to happen today. But I got distracted as I was putting this stuff away. These are due to go in the dump, so I'm just wondering now if I can get some rechargeable. These are Nikon, they're not Lion, but I'm just wondering how much it'll cost me to buy a pack of batteries, which so I can redo that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think it's 13. Might not be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. But I'm going to have a look, see if I can get some batteries for that and see if it works. If one works, I'll do the other one, because that's got 2 batteries. Drill's fine. Works great. Well, apart from the batteries, so therefore it's been in that cupboard for 3 years or something. It'd be handy if I could get some batteries for it. But yeah, that's that. That's the front. Most of the stuff in here is stuff that I don't go to anyway, so it doesn't really matter if drawers and stuff are outside. I can store boxes for tools, you know, something like that. And it's my drill press. Sorry about the filming, but now it's on wheels. If I need to drill something long, I can put it here. This side will be against back wall, like I said. I'll put it back together and I'll show you. I'm sorry if all you carpenters and woodworkers out there, I'm sure this has been a horror show for you. But that's just made me so much more space and so much more convenience. So it was worth it for the cost of the screws and the wheels. I've tidied it up. That works good. It won't go back to the wall under there because of this shelf, because of the drill press. so I've put it there, which is no big deal because that's my out feed table at the minute, or side feed table for saw if I use it. So, but it all comes out, it's all on wheels. That's, like I say, I keep saying, that's got to go. I've got to sort this wall out, and what I'm thinking about is a cupboard so that I can just, well, I can put twice as much on it, but I've got to sort out what I use most as well. I mean, I do use these little files and stuff, but not all the time. Chisels I use quite a lot, but not all of them. Measuring stuff use all the time, so that'll be on outside, you know what I mean? And I've got multiple sets of snips and stuff, so what I'm going to do, I'll sort everything out so there's one of everything. And the others, I've got a big toolbox, which we need tools in house. People keep coming here and stealing stuff, so I'm not stealing it, borrowing it, but it never gets put back unless I find it and put it back. So with a toolbox in house, this stuff won't disappear when I need it. I've still got all that to sort out, but this is, I've got a working space now, which works better for me. And what I will say is, don't forget to have a look at Amazon on Paul's channel, Life in Thailand. Any money he makes off that affiliate link, he gives away to people who need it in Thailand. They're very poor people where he lives. They're rural. So don't forget, if you're buying anything this Christmas, go through Paul's link at Life in Thailand. Don't forget, thumbs up, thumbs down, and it's nice to be nice.